the very first episode of Talk with Efoma Basi. Finally, I mean, that is what is on your mind, right? Yeah, finally. So, today we'll be talking about, guess what? Well, we can't guess. We're talking about identity crisis. Yeah, what is identity crisis? What is identity crisis? You know, a lot of young persons go through identity crisis. I wouldn't lie to you. 2 weeks, a week ago, I was going through that. It wasn't funny. I was wondering, who am I really? What am I even doing? Like, I was questioning everything. Let's just dive into it without further ado. So, what is identity crisis? Before we define that, let's talk about identity itself. So, what is identity? For me, the simplest definition would just be who I am. That's my identity. But then, your identity comprises of your experiences, relationships, beliefs, and values. You know that makes up and give you a sense of being, a sense of belonging. That is your identity. It's a make-up, a build-up of relationships, experiences, value, belief system, and all that. They all build up to give you an identity. So what is an identity crisis? An identity crisis is a period of uncertainty and confusion in one's life. It's a period where you're confused. It's a period where you start questioning yourself. A period that has when you become insecure and unsure about your identity. Why does this happen? There is no specific time for it to happen. It happens anytime for anybody. Middle of your life, begin adolescent, teen, your youthful years, even when you're older. It just happens. It gets to a point where you begin to question yourself, begin to question your existence. What am I even doing here? Why am I even alive? Why am I living? What is the essence of my being here? You know, a few years ago I was doing a lot of questioning. I was asking myself, who am I really? Most of us, we have different identities. You're a banker, you're a banker, you're a pastor, you're a wife, a mother. You're so many things at the same time. So it becomes confusing on identifying who you really are. And if you're not careful, it leads to anxiety, it leads to depression. You're not sure of who you are. I was so close to depression. I had to talk to somebody who helped me out, because there's so many things I could do, so many things I can do, and it was leading to confusion of what I should really do, of who I really am, and who I should really be. You know, so identity crisis is not entirely bad. It's not. It's a period of self-questioning. It's a period of self-exploration. I would also say it's a period where you try to connect with your real self. You know, in school, right? I'm a pastor in school, right? Like, school fellowship. They call me Mama, so I have an identity that is Mama Ifoma, Pastor Ifoma. I have an identity that is a content writer. I have this sister. I'm the other sister at home, so I'm Auntie Foma as well. I take care of kids and I'm anti-formal to them as well. There's this part of me that is business, real estate inclined. So sometimes I don't even know. I got so confused about what I should really do, and I realized I wasn't the only one going through this identity crisis. We don't really know who we are and what we want. We get so confused. But then, what is the way forward after having your identity crisis? Like, why should you have an identity? Why should you stick to one identity? In as much as you should stick to one identity, you should as well be flexible. But look at the reasons why it is important for you to have an identity, for you to free yourself from identity crisis. So it's important to have an identity, you have a specific identity at least. Why is it important? Having an identity helps you structure your life. It helps you structure who you are. Like, say, for me, using myself for an example, I've been able to identify, okay, so yeah, I'm a creative. That is who I am. I'm a writer. I can talk. I'm a talk show. Like, I realized I'm a creative, so it has helped me to structure my life right now. So now it is helping me identify communities where I can find like minds like me, where I can find people like me that will help me become a better version of myself. But when you don't have an identity, right, you find yourself, you're in a group for music, you're in a group for acting, you're in a group, you're in so many things at the same time because you don't even know the one you want to follow, so you're trying out different things. So having a specific identity helps you define your life. It helps you reduce low self-esteem. It reduces anxiety, depression, because not being sure about what you want to do can really cause anxiety and depression. It can really cause it. Bear me witness by telling me if this is true in the comment section. It's, oh my god, it can make you feel so less of yourself. You feel bad about yourself. It feels like everybody has their own life figured out except you. So discovering your identity would help you structure your life. It will help you pattern your life in a particular way. You wouldn't be jumping from one thing to the other. You wouldn't be clicking on every link you see online. You see a link about copywriting, you click. You see a link about graphic design, you click. You see a link about affiliate marketing, you click. You see a link about fashion, you click. You just click on so many things because you're trying to figure out who you are. But when you discover your identity, it will be very, very easier for you. You'll be focused on one thing, because truly trying out different things at the same time can make you lose yourself. So this is where I'll be drawing the curtain for today, and on the next episode we'll be talking about symptoms and causes of identity crisis. Until then, remain blessed, and please like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Thank you so much for watching.